Hey guys, thanks for tuning in and welcome to the Autel EVO 2 maximum range test. We're going to push this drone as far as we can. So let's get started. This is EVO 2.5 firmware, and this is off of my OnePlus 6T phone, and it's just screen recording. This is the same phone I used in my original flight test that gave video lag problems. Turning off all of the obstacle avoidance sensors here for some power saving, hopefully. Not sure how much, but as you can see, obstacle avoidance is off. We're just going straight out. We don't really need any of that in this flight. So there's our battery. This has only been 3 times flown 3 times with this battery. I have 2 batteries, of course, as you may know. Launching here, ready for flight. By the way, thanks for joining me. This is launching from Maui, and there we are, the 4K on the bottom left. That's the onboard footage, and the big screen I have up right now is just my screen recording. Yep, enjoy the flight. So I'm just going to be flying along with you here. As you can see, there was some beautiful little misty clouds here. We're just going to fly through just for a second and really enjoy this spot. It's just beautiful. And we are going to get a little bit of the sunset here. Check that out. Really nice. So I'm going to be switching between the two 4K video. This is just 4K 30, and also my phone recording, so you can see the numbers coming up. And we're pushing it as far as we can in this flight, guys. So I like to tilt the camera up and down, which you'll see a notation up pretty quick here. Right now I'm just kind of clicking on parts of the screen, adjusting the exposure automatically. Yeah, there we go. So I like to move the gimbal up and down while I'm doing these flights, even though it uses a little bit of power, just to see how it looks on my FPV screen, right? Because these flights are mainly to see how far it goes, and also the controllability and the video strength while you're going this far. So throughout the flight I'm going to be doing this, just going to be going up and down with my gimbal. Here you can see we're just flying over the Kula Forest here. A beautiful place for hiking and all kinds of trails in there and stuff. So just trying to get a feel for how we're looking on the FPV. There's a full downward shot. So I'm seeing the bottom left screen in real time, guys, as I'm flying, as you probably know. Some of you may not if you're new to my channel or new to drones in general. And so that's what you see when you're flying, that little screen there on your phone with all that information. Pulling it up to horizon level. Sun is just starting to set. Beautiful day. I think we're just about to reach 1 mile here. 1 mile should be 5,280 feet. Just open the map, and I'm just kind of pinch zooming out so you guys can see where I am and where the drone is. There we go. So we reached 1 mile, 1.6 kilometers, or 5,280 feet. So a significant distance, but not for this drone. So let's go for 2 miles. And I have no doubt this thing could do it. This is the first flight I've ever tried to push this. And here I am just speeding it up. Because it does get quite monotonous, just kind of pushing the stick forward and going straight out. So I just sped it up at times. Okay, slowing back down. Checking out the link strength again by pitching the camera down. Now this is just the left roller, right? On the left top of the controller, the trigger, to pitch up and down with the camera. And there we go. We have hit 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers, or 10,560 feet. Let's go for 3. Might as well, right? We want to push this thing as far as we can. You can see the flight time. We still have 26 minutes left. Just I sped it up a little bit, just panning the camera up and down so you can kind of see it. Seemed like it got maybe just a little jittery on the FPV, but not bad at all. Nothing to complain about too much. Here we are speeding it up again. This is where I'm playing with the zoom. If you push in the right top roller, you can access the menu, and then you can do the zoom with that right trigger, just rolling it once you're in the zoom. Also, I had one commenter asking if you can pinch zoom on the screen, and you actually can to get a more precision zoom instead of that full number. You could see those like 6.7 ticking away while I was pinching zooming on the screen, so you can do that. All right, here we are at 3 miles, guys, 4.8 kilometers, or 15,840 feet away from my launch position. Let's go for 4 miles. I think we should be able to do it if this thing is already doing so well. And you can see I'm just kind of messing around while I have this the time sped up with the exposure. You can see that going. Just testing it again with the gimbal. Now the gimbal probably uses a little bit of extra power, but probably negligible, because the gimbal motors have to hold the gimbal up level anyway. So if you're slowly going up and down with it, I really don't think it uses probably next to nothing in power. Just kind of scrolling up and down, and there's that little cinder cone there. I'm just messing with the zooming again. This is a volcanic island, right? So there's going to be these little cinder cones. And here we are. We have reached 4 miles, 6.4 kilometers, or 21,120 feet. And look at that, still perfect. And let's go for 5. Okay, so 5 miles, boy. Checking out the battery, we got 65% remaining. You can see the voltages up there. Just wanted to check that. Image transmission, so this is the transmission signal, 10 megahertz, and we're on the smooth setting. I was going to change it to like the high def setting, but since we're just going for a range test, I didn't want to mess with that right now. So look at that sunset, beautiful. Looking kind of at West Maui right now. There's the Kihei Wailea area. Just kind of fade away that phone screen for a second so you can enjoy that view. Just beautiful. We're 5 miles out there. Over to the right, that is the Lahaina area on the way to Lahaina. That's the West Maui, that little pinnacle coming off to the right. And then below us is the Kihei Wailea area. There's our phone screen again. And it's still doing great, still nice and smooth, just a very minor stutter, nothing, you know, to complain about. I notice sometimes when I zoom in, you'll see here, when I zoom in, look at that, that's Southern Kihei, I believe. See how there's a little bit of a lag? When I zoomed in, it seemed to, for some reason, throw off the frames per second on the, it seemed like the EVO 2 recording, like the onboard recording, seemed to kind of mess with the FPS and desync. That's the notation I have up here, just letting you guys know. And that's not how it was. It wasn't that bad when I was actually flying. So I had to kind of edit the video to match up again and sync up, just because the frames per second kind of got thrown off. So just to let you guys know. There we are, messing with the zoom again as we're just flying straight out. This is all lava rock, volcanic, little lava flows here. So you can see how the zoom, I mean, it is getting kind of dark now, but the zoom it gets pretty pixelated when you do zoom in all the way to 8 times. You like lose that resolution, you know, just because all it's really doing is zooming into the pixels. There we go. We have reached 5 miles, or 8 kilometers, or 26,400 feet, guys. So this might be some kind of record for one of these drones. Why not go for 6? Let's just do it. There's that sunset, man. Look how beautiful that's looking. We're zoomed in a bit, but it still looks just phenomenal. Over to the bottom of the screen, you see that? That's a little boat. What are those? Tugboats pulling a like a Matson container boat, a shipping barge. That's what they're called. Yeah, shipping barges. So if you look at the bottom of the screen there, you'll see that little tugboat and that barge out there. So there we go, zooming back out. And gosh, can we get to 6, you think? Video signal getting a little weak. At this point, I kind of just was turning it. Oh, there we go. So I was saying I was turning the controller just to make sure, but it thinks it needs to come home now, so I'm just going to let the EVO 2 come home. I was still pushing forward, but it turned around on its own. And that's our final footage. Check it out. 5.3 miles, 5.43 miles, 8.74 kilometers, or 28,687 feet. So, and that's where I am launched from right there. That's where I am, way the heck over there, 5.43 miles away. Automatic return is initiated, and can the EVO make it? We will see. Because our percentage, I believe I turned around at about 52% when I was kind of looking at the controller screen, aside from this phone screen you're seeing here. Kind of messing with the zoom again, speeding it up on the return home. Beautiful little cloud layer here coming through. Just a bunch of info to check out on both your phone and your controller. And on the controller, when I looked down, it was at about 52% when it decided to turn around on its own. Opening up the map as I'm flying home, just to give it a little check so you guys can get a feel for how far we went. There's a little cinder cone we passed on the way out, and there's our home point. You can see the drone is that little red arrow coming back in real time. I do have my phone data on, so it's pulling in these Google Maps, and it didn't seem to really affect the signal. So you see that blue circle there? It seems to be the CPU on the drone, or the flight controller. Its calculations of how far the EVO 2 can go, but as you can see, we came up short. So we'll see how much power we have if we touch down. Do you think we can make it back? Go ahead and comment and let me know if you think we can make it back. Now keep in mind, this is completely automated flight. The drone is flying itself home. I'm not doing anything except looking at the screen, and I'm moving the gimbal up and down on the left side just to check. It does allow you to move that gimbal. Still have great signal. Even when the drone turned around, you notice that we still had excellent connection. No video dropouts, no lag in the FPV, working great even at over 5 miles out. Now keep in mind, this is a country setting. I should mention this is definitely a country range test, not an urban range test whatsoever. So your mileage will vary depending on how much interference you have with these drones. Just kind of zooming in, checking out this farm. And you can see that it is low light now. The sun has set, or is just about to set. And you can see how it gets pretty, a lot of video noise and pixelation when you try to zoom in. This is completely raw footage. This is not post-produced in any way. There's little goats or sheep down there on the left. Kind of neat to explore areas and see what's below you. Picking it back up, and here we go. We got a little bit of a desync on the video again, just because that zooming in problem. I don't think I really bothered too much to try to realign it in the editing perfectly, but at times I did try to do that. Speeding it up again, just to make it home a little quicker. Just checking out the voltages again on my batteries, or my battery cells. 14% remaining, and I think hopefully we can make it. I think so. Speeding it up again, and just look at how crowded it's gotten up here on the Haleakala Mountain. I've never ever seen it this crowded ever since I've lived here. I've lived here my whole life for 40 years, 40 something, and I have never seen this many cars up here on the mountain. It's just crazy. Probably because, you know, we're going through the COVID and a lot of places are closed. Everybody needs an outlet, so, you know, it happens. Anyways, coming on back, are we going to make it? And right here at 2 minutes and 20 seconds left, boom, it just starts to land on its own. Oh my gosh, I was freaking out. Decided to push forward on the sticks and push up on the throttle, and it worked. I was able to just stop it from landing there. And you can do this and push forward. If I was to let go, it would just go straight down and land on its own. So we're pushing it a little further than it wants to. But I think the Evo can do it. There I am right below. There's my car and my daughter's car there. And there's us sitting down on the mountain doing this kind of impromptu range test. I didn't even plan to do this, but I decided to do it while we're watching the sunset. Coming in, critically low. 1 minute left of flight. And there we are. Hey guys, thanks for watching the videos. Always a pleasure to have you watching these. I couldn't push back up once I let go of the sticks. Look at this. It just started to land. I couldn't make it over to my landing pad, so it landed in the grass. Did a little bit of lawn mowing, but hey, it made it back, and we had like a minute left of flight. I think I'm going to go into the battery here real quick and show you the battery levels. And there we go. Remaining capacity 0, but our voltage is still 3.6 per cell. So on these LiPo batteries, if you're above like 3 volts, you should be fine. So we had plenty of left, so we didn't damage the batteries. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you totally screwed up your batteries, but you know what? LiPos are pretty resilient as long as you don't keep them charged for long periods of time, or discharged for long periods of time, or drop them below 3 volts. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that range test. That was super fun for me. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. And of course, links down in the description of where you can get the products I review. The Autel EVO 2 will be down there, and also all of the gear I use in my videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Aloha.